Good morning, my dear students. Today we are continuing with our History Chapter 3, Nazism and the Rise of Hitler. Students, in our previous lecture, we were studied about youth in Nazi Germany, the Nazi cult of motherhood, and the art of propaganda. Today, I will explain you about the ordinary people and the crime against humanity and the knowledge of Holocaust. Students, I recall you about the youth in Nazi Germany, the Nazi cult of motherhood, and art of propaganda. Then we will start the crimes against humanity and Holocaust. Now, students, youth in Nazi Germany. Hitler was fanatically interested in the youth of the country. He felt that a strong Nazi society could be established only by teaching children Nazi ideology. All schools were cleaned and purified. This meant that teachers who were Jewish or seen as politically unreliable were dismissed. Children were first segregated. Germans and Jews could not sit together or play together. Good German children were subjected to a process of Nazi schooling, a prolonged period of ideologically training. School textbooks were rewritten. Racial science was introduced to justify Nazi ideas of race. Hitler, even the function of sports was to nurture a spirit of violence and aggressions among children. Hitler believed that boxing could make children iron hearted, strong, and masculine. Youth organizations were made responsible for educating German youth in the spirit of National Socialism. 10-year-old had to be enter Jung Walk. Now, what do you mean by Jung Walk? Nazi youth group for children below 14 years of age. At 14, all boys had to join the Nazi youth organization, Hitler Youth, where they learned to worship war, glorify aggression and violence, condemn democracy, and hate Jews, communists, gypsies, and all those categorized as undesirable. After a period of rigorous ideological and physical training, they joined the labor service, usually at the age of 18. Then they had to serve in the armed forces and enter one of the Nazi organization. Now, the Youth League of the Nazis was founded in 1922. 4 years later, it was renamed Hitler Youth. To unify the youth movement under Nazi control, all other youth organizations were systematically dissolved and finally banned. Now, the Nazi cult of motherhood. Children in Nazi Germany were repeatedly told that women were radically different from men. The fight for equal rights for men and women that had become a part of democratic struggles everywhere was wrong and it would destroy society. While boys were taught to be aggressive, masculine, and steel hearted, girls were told that they had to become a good mothers and rear pure blooded Aryan children. Now, in 1933, Hitler said, "In my state, the mother is the most important citizen." But the Nazi Germany, all mothers were not treated equally. Women who bore racially undesirable children were punished, and those who produced racially desirable children were awarded. They given award, sorry, they were given favored treatment in hospitals and were also entitled to concession in shops and on theatre tickets and railways fare. To encourage women to produce many children, honor crosses were awarded. A bronze cross was given for the 4 children, silver for 6, and gold for 8 and more. Now, all Aryan women were debated for the prescribed code and conduct. Code and conduct were publicly condemned and severely punished. Now, art of propaganda. The Nazi regime used language and media with care and often to great effect. The terms they coined to describe their various practices are not only deceptive, they are chilling. Nazis never used the word kill or murder in their official communication. Mass killing were termed special treatment, final solution for the Jewish, euthanasia for the disabled, selection and disinfection. Evacuations meant deporting people to the gas chambers. Now, media was carefully used to win support for the regime and popularize its worldview. Nazi ideas were spread through visual images, film, radios, posters, catchy slogans, and leaflets. Now, propaganda films were made to create the hatred for Jews. The most infamous film was Eternal Jew. Now, students, Nazism worked on the minds of the people, trapped their emotions, and turned their hatred and anger at those marked as undesirable. The Nazi made equal efforts to appeal to all the different sections of the population. They sought to win their support by suggesting that Nazis alone could solve all their problems. Now, crimes against humanity. Ordinary people and the crimes against humanity. Now, students, many saw the world through the Nazi eye and spoke their mind in the Nazi language. They felt hatred and anger surge inside them when they saw someone who looked like a Jew. They marked the houses of Jews and reported suspicious neighbors. They genuinely believed Nazism would bring prosperity and improve general well-being. But not every German was Nazi. Many organized active resistance to Nazism, braving police repression and death. The large majority of Germans, however, were passive onlookers and apathic witnesses. They were too scared to act, to differ, to protest. They preferred to look away. Pastor Niemöller, a resistance fighter, observed an absence of protest and uncanny silence amongst ordinary Germans in the face of brutal and organized crime committed against people in the Nazi Empire. He wrote movingly about his silence. Now, what Jews felt in Nazi Germany is a different story altogether. Charlotte Barrett secretly recorded people's dreams in her diary and later published them in highly disconcerting books called The Third Reich of Dream. She describes how Jews themselves began believing in the Nazi stereotype about them. Now, they dreamed of their hooked noses, black hair and eyes, Jewish look and body movements. The stereotypical images published in a Nazi press haunted the Jews. They troubled them even in their dreams. Jews died many deaths even before they reached to the gas chamber. Now, knowledge about the Holocaust. Information about Nazi practices had trickled out of Germany during the last years of the regime, but it was only after the war ended and Germany was defeated that the world came to realize the horrors of what had happened. While the Germans were preoccupied with their own plight as a defeated nation emerging out of the rubble, and the Jews wanted the world to remember the atrocities and suffering that they had endured during the Nazi killing operations, also called the Holocaust. At its height, a ghetto inhabitant had said to another that he wanted to outlive the war just for half an hour. Presumably, he meant that he wanted to be able to tell the world about what had happened in Nazi Germany. Now, this indomitable spirit to bear witness and to preserve the documents can be seen in many ghetto and camp inhabitants who wrote diaries, kept notebooks, and created archives. On the other hand, when the war seemed lost, the Nazi leadership distributed petrol to its functionary to destroy all indiscriminating evidences available in offices. Now, yet The history and the memory of the Holocaust live in the memories, fictions, documentary, poetry, memorial, and museum in many parts of the world today. These are a tribute to those who resisted it, an embarrassing reminder to those who collaborated, and a warning to those who watch it silence. Thank you, students.